we'll start with what happened last time. I think it was fairly eventful for you, Ross, if I remember rightly. It was a lot of talking, a lot of meeting new people. Oh yes, it was to do with a certain doctor who escaped the clutches of, was it Mr. Dunstan, or to be more exact, the Lanza family, and has disappeared into the night or into the day. I think Mr. Dunstan has a meeting tonight. You've got reminded.
Gonna have to.
Hmm?
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Ignore me.
So yeah, you have a reminder about your second show.
Yeah.
Which was Santa Cruz. So you've got to sort of start
Yeah.
that. I think you've also, if you're going to do Praxis, you're going to have to throw a lot more parties in general to get to know most of the vampires. So that's something else you've got to think about.
Yeah.
And I know who you're not going to support, would be Von Noise. The Dutch.
I mean, the one that's really peed off Renata is Koresh more than anybody else.
Oh yeah, you're not going to back him up as Prince.
Oh God, no. He turned up at Renata's party and was unforgivably rude, and then was going to leave without saying thank you to his hostess, so he can go and take a long walk off a short pier.
Oh yeah. If I remember rightly, you had the show, you had Matthias come along. Was it basically asked for the book back from Felix a little early, so they arranged a meeting to give the book back, which I won't go into, which is all I'll say, it was comical. You were annoyed by the Ravens most of the evening. I think you did a lot with the you called, was it the Nosferatu, where you had a discussion about, because you thought that other people were in danger, that it was a Toreador you thought were in danger, didn't you? So you asked her to just warn these about the good doctor. You set the Putineskis to check out the ISO map. Where was it the good doctor worked, just to check it that he doesn't come back, and ask around about him. If they do see him, not to approach him, but unless they can get hold of him without causing too much hassle. These were the orders. What else was there? You also... Oh, right, yep. Yeah, you did tell, was it the Nosferatu Mulatto about Mikhail, Theodore and Mikhail. I think she said a few things, but they, was it sort of go together like chalk, like, not like chalk and cheese, but yeah, they sort of go round. Lancers weren't very pleased about what happened with the good doctor disappearing. You tested the bloods, as in the one.
That was a really good idea, whoever came up with that.
Yeah. You came out with the first lot you tested, as in the one that was open, which I remember Philip drank and gained a discipline from it.
I haven't actually paid for that, and I might not I might not pick it up in retrospect.
Yeah, that's fine. Did you drink the blood?
Yes.
That's fine. That's what I wanted to know. Yeah, these things was it? It was a mixture of bloods. It had a with a mixed Sabat violence. This guy was picking people off from. Looks like he was picking them off the streets, to be fair. But no idea of the location. If it's Sabat, it's probably not going to be. It's not going to be where you are now. So that could be anywhere. And that could actually be of any age too. And that's still on your boat, isn't it? Philip. It does look like Mr. Magic or Dave has forgotten we're on. Oh, that's a shame. Just one more thing and then we'll get on.
Okay.
Right. No. Oh well, if it's a short session, it's a short session, but we can get a lot done. Okay, so we'll get started. You will need to do a rouse check, and if you've spent a willpower point, you can get one back.
I think it's lowest of our composure or resolve in this edition.
I think so. It's just a straight. Oh yes, it is. Yeah.
For regaining willpower, I mean.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's failure, so hunger 2.
You'll find at the moment. When it gets to 3, it will get interesting. And Renata?
Sorry, I'm just looking for my character sheet.
Oh. Some things will go without saying.
That one. I have far too many Renata files on my computer.
I think it's just a 1d10 regardless of your
Okay.
blood potency.
I think with the blood potency, it's you roll it twice and you take the highest, basically.
I think that's for disciplines, not for waking up. Although I'll just double check the.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna check core book because I'm not sure if I'm just remembering that weird.
Oh, what do I keep doing?
Is it 100 on the roller
Yeah.
thing? It is, isn't it?
You don't get hunger and there's no difficulty.
Oh bollocks!
That's the one.
That's a good start to the game.
One hunger. Right.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that reroll is definitely for disciplines.
Yeah. So I think you all. Regardless of that, you both got one. So
Yeah.
what are you on now?
2.
That's fine. That means, remember, every time you roll any dice, you now roll 2 hunger dice on your pools. Just to make life interesting.
Do you get that down by just like having some blood? Yeah.
Yeah, in your case, it's a bagging.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Or hunting. It only really starts to become an issue from around 3.
Can I have a bag of blood now then, just to get that down again to 1?
Yep.
Thank you.
I need to write something. Right. let me just check something. I'll get these ads the right way round. Okay. My machine just makes some. Oh. I'm just checking something here. Oh, I see. That's it. Right, I've just written something down in your channel, Philip, and it does make sense.
Okay, give me a minute.
Right. Are you going to meet at your place before you go anywhere tonight?
Yeah. Do we have much outstanding for this evening?
You have reports for the printer? No. Philip's busy,
Okay.
so he has a meeting, so no, he will not be here.
I mean, Renata will just get some work done. She's got plenty of things to be getting on with.
Well, you do have a meeting, I believe. So, if I think Philip has a meeting at 10.
Oh, it's a clan meeting, right?
Oh yes, we'll have to do that separate because it is doing this. Renata, you get Tilly. Was it things? She'll give you actually a number of things, and it's up to you if you want to pass there. All right. Valara left you a message.
Who, sorry?
Left a message near dawn to meet a Corporal Heinrich Faust at the Stein at 731 Clermont Street. It's a German pub that is near where your haven is. In addition, she will tell you that the Putanescas have found nothing about your elusive doctor.
Yeah.
At Stanford University.
Yeah.
So they've spent most of the day, they've asked around, and that's it. And she says the meeting will be at 10 o'clock. Cool, you're going to have separate meetings. Poor Felix is going to miss this one.
Have I heard of this person? Do I have any idea who they are?
You met a corporal with a certain junker. If I remember his name.
Oh, he's the idiot, isn't he? Yes.
Yeah,
I remember now.
oh yeah, he's very memorable, and you remember the gentleman that was with him.
Yeah, the one who's his Batman, who's really in charge.
Yes, the one who was it? The one who has long suffered. Was it from?
Yeah.
Was it from the, as you said, the idiot? Right, so that one's done. Right. So these actually will be two sort of meetings that are separate. So which way round? One won't matter if they're, but Robert's one's going to have to be done separately because
Yeah, that's okay. No worries.
it's Hecate business, but it isn't your Hecate business, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, it's fine.
We'll do yours first, Renata, because yours might be the more comical of the two.
Okay.
Should
I go to a different channel for this, or
no, you can listen to this. Because,
No, it's fine.
Because this one is, it'll save you Renata telling you all this. Because
Yeah.
this one is more a mainstream. Right, and if I remember right, the meeting's at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It is a pub. It really does exist. Sports bar called Stones. It is a German bar.
Okay, Renata will dress down for this one. Because, walking in her usual business wear is going to look weird in a pub.
Well, remember this is San Francisco, so we're not talking...
Oh, okay. If it'll fit in, then yeah, she'll just wear her usual thing.
Yeah. Just because it says it's a sports bar doesn't necessarily mean it is, sort of thing. I've got to find his...
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it is. That's why I've been doing a lot of work in the back end, because lots of the characters have been moved around, because they now sort of run into a sort of thing in the common about them. If I can find where the corporal is. I might not call him corporal. I have. Corporal Faust. Right. Yeah, you go down there, you will find the gentleman. He'll dress in modern dress. He hasn't dressed in...
Yeah.
was it a 19th century, was it a uniform? Though actually you could almost get away with doing that in San Francisco with some of the people. And he would not look out of place. Knowing him, he'd probably still wear his original, it would be either blue or...
He probably keeps the colours, but, updates the style.
Actually, it would be quite fashionable for them, rightly wearing old military stuff. So he probably will get away with it. Remember, he's still a batsman, and he's still looking after his annoying little his master.
So is the invite from the Batman or from the chap who is the idiot?
It's from the Batman directly, and Malara would have said it's
okay.
from him via her. But she knows how to find you.
Yeah.
So she can get the message across to you, and she knows Tilly, or Otterly,
Yeah.
Tilly, what you want to call her. I think it's Tilly you call her, isn't it?
Tilly. Yeah.
Yep. And you see the very stressed gentleman. If he could go grey, he would look grey.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Well, you've seen the idiot he has to look after, doesn't he? And he sort of does the sort of formal, German bow to you, as in he clicks his heels and then invites you to please sit. Fraulein, was it for the latte?
Guten Abend, Corporal. Renata does speak German.
Ah.
She grew up in Switzerland.
Then, yep, he'll actually then start to speak German. So this will be all in German.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very accented German. It will be an older version than yours. So there'll be some.
Renata will ask him if English is easier. She doesn't mind.
No, he'd rather, actually, be fair, he will, rather speak, German. Less chance of someone overhearing. Because this is a German bar, doesn't mean that most Americans like the English don't tend to speak.
Mm.
second language. In the bar. With Renata. Spoken. And it just makes sure that less chance of people that it's doing it. And he sort of sits down and says, thank you for coming. It is very appreciated. As you gather, my master, the Junker, is not the easiest to look after, especially when he gets an idea in his head.
Oh dear, has he had an idea?
Indeed he has, madam. His latest idea is to become Prince of the city, because he believes he would make such a good prince. But...
Oh dear.
Indeed, madam. But as you gather, if it were not for myself, he could not even tie his own shoes. And if you're worried, I was keeping him busy at the moment with something to occupy him. Doesn't have to be a lot, but
What on earth have you left him with?
I'd rather not say. But it will keep it will keep him busy.
Oh, okay.
He sort of smiles. Yeah, it really does get like that, madam.
The right kind of company, and shall we leave it at that?
It has to be the right time. It would sort of have to, as it stroke his ego. If you've been a Batman as long as his Batman as long as I have, you'll understand. Yes, he really is.
Yes, I think you deserve a medal, to be honest.
Yes, I had little choice in the matter. Was it? You'll understand, being was it the age I am, if I stopped taking blood, I would die. So I am for my sins hand trapped in such a situation. But by the by, I suspect that you are wondering why I called for this meeting with you, and why the Junker is wanting to become Prince concerns you.
I mean, why he wants to become Prince? I mean, he's a very old European aristocrat. I dare say he feels like he belongs being in charge. If you catch my meaning.
Yeah, as he said, the idea sort of stuck in his head, and he seemed to put faith in yourself and your companions that you will actually help him. Don't ask me why. He just has these ideas. They seem to stick there, and there is no way of getting them out of his head. Which means it's likely he will summon you, and he'll talk through things. If you understand what I mean, matters the.
Is it one of those, like when you've got a slightly dotty aunt? You go, you talk to them, you nod along, and you actually do
So
nothing.
I'm nodding yet. Yes, though it can be a bit more dangerous. Your dotty aunt doesn't sit there and try to kill you.
You might not have met my dotty aunts.
Is that usual for your families?
Some Giovanni have a more casual grip on reality than others.
Yeah, I had gathered that the Giovanni was it family orientated. I also had gathered
that's the polite way of putting it. Yeah.
They were also a bunch of criminals. But he sort of waves his hand up and down. You don't exactly sound like a criminal. You don't sound like a.
I run my own business.
Yeah, exactly.
The more nefarious stuff I leave to other people.
Yeah, the Junker goes up to the archetypal, how you say, idea of people have adventure, stuffy, arrogant. Except he takes it to a whole next level, and
may I ask a question?
Yeah. You may.
Why me?
It got a habit. Someone has to look after him, and it fell to me. Even when
No, what I mean is that why, out of the people in this city, the vampires in this city, why why me out of all of them?
well, it's your coterie more than anything else. He seems to have this idea that you're go-getters. Like the fact that you're well dressed and presentable, that you had a party and you managed to get all the vampires together. The fact that one of yours stood up to the Prince Pro Tempore during the meeting, and the other one was how do you say like a businessman. And they said you look the part. As for the rest of them, they seem to be, from what I gathered, they seem to be few and far between. You're probably only coherent group that's here, as in
True.
the city.
Mm.
So it makes sense that you're doing that. So,
I suppose.
as you said, this could be, how you say, a potential problem.
So what you're expecting is that he's going to put his foot in it and drag me into it somehow.
Unfortunately, yes. Though this is only a possibility. Considering there is no prince, considering how.
But a strong possibility given the fact that you're here.
Yep. And there is this possibility that through myself he could be controlled. And he sort of looks at, I'm not saying this, of course. He could always.
Absolutely not. This conversation never happened.
There was a possibility he could be put in as a prince. Little was it coaching he could be taught to say the right words, etc. And anybody smart enough to control him from the background. So you have a pet prince, and I gather that you're not totally Camarilla, that you are Hecatar and a mixture. I think one of yours is a Ben Harquin.
We're
So
yes, more independent-minded, shall we say?
Who would never be allowed to be prince, but for anybody who's brave enough to, have a front man, it's just a thought. It would take a lot to do, but it's there. It's sort of on the table. And the worst that happens, if he, in the process, makes a mistake and gets killed, that would not be much of a loss. If you know what I mean.
No. And you would need a new patron, shall we say?
Indeed so. I don't think I'd have any trouble with that, as I am, how you say, been doing this long enough. Though it would be for someone who had more military and a more old-fashioned. I'm not too sure if I could cope with the more modern, persons. They seem to still mystify me with their attitudes. Not very disciplined and very scatterbrained. Very lax in their morals. Though saying that, the Yonko is not much better, but you don't take. But that's the sort of thing you expect from nobility, especially of the old Europeans. No offence to your the Marchesi, by the way. Not all nobles are like that, but yeah. So
I'm sure he would be delighted that you said that.
Oh, indeed, I was in my time. I have met far better officers and far better nobility than the Yonka. Now I've said my piece, I need to get back to sort him out.
Yes.
I
Well,
can't
yes.
leave him too long.
Better not leave him unattended for too long.
I'll give you a number you can contact me in if you could talk over the ideas with your companion. It, how you say, might solve both our problems, because if it's done from the background, e.g. you don't directly point him, you know what I mean, and he cocks up, it becomes a lovely scapegoat.
Indeed.
So something to consider. He sort of gets up. Very glad to do that. Just have further talk. Just have a word with your companion, and get back to me either way. And I'll keep. And as I said, just warn them that he will be talking to them at some point. And believe me, they'll need warning. He sort of.
Can I just, as he's leaving, can I just check the bar and make sure there's no one I recognise?
Not as far as you know, no. There is no one there.
Okay.
Have you got Sense the Unseen? Is the interesting one. I don't think you have. I haven't got your
Please
character
hold.
sheet. I've got your old character sheet, but I don't think you ever had Sense.
I do! I have Sense the Unseen.
If you want to do that, I think that's a roll, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute, no it isn't. It's automatic for them, right? You don't have to roll for that.
That's good, because my rolls are rubbish.
It's all specs.
It's not called a Becky roll for nothing.
This is true. So, let's see. Cost is 3. It is. Just roll your wits and auspex, or resolve auspex. It'll be wits and auspex because you're looking to see if there's anything.
2.
And don't mess it up. And do that
Cool.
in Roll Pony channel, so we can have do that. Then you can go and have a quick. Was it a coffee? Because was it?
So I've got 4 dice. For hunger, I put 1, do I?
You have 2. So
But I had a bag of blood, so I took that down to 1.
Yep, so you always got 1 hunger.
Difficulty?
3. This is fairly simple.
What the hell does that mean?
Oh no.
I see naffle.
No, it's worse than that.
Oh no.
So you did.
I see things that aren't there.
Yep. Oh my god. If I remember rightly, it could be potentially. Oh my god.
Do you want me to roll that again?
No. I'm trying. It might be that you have a problem with your compulsion, which could be interesting. Oh yes, it will be. Right, let me go this one because your compulsion will be. Where's the heck? I've got to find your bane. Because I think your bane comes into,
Perfectionism is the compulsion.
Oh no, that's going to be interesting. Right, but I think it means your compulsion will get.
Bestial failures would generally trigger your compulsion, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Which means you're going to have compulsion morbidity. Vampire experience an immediate need to move something from life to death or vice versa. Any action not dedicated to ending or resurrecting something is taken as a 2 dice penalty. The subject doesn't have to be a person or even a living thing, but includes objects or even abstract things such as an idea or conversation. The compulsion lasts until the vampire manages to kill or return something to life, figuratively or literally. That's what's happened. So you are now suffering compulsion mobility. Do that as you will and have a think what you want to do.
On my sheet, I've got compulsion as perfectionism, page 210.
Oh, you took the alternative?
Yes.
Oh my god. That means perfectionism. That means you're going to get dice penalties until you've done something. Oh.
Okay.
Perfection. Yeah, I think perfection. It's the alternative. I bet it is. This is another one. There is a...
It's alright, I'm just Googling it.
Oh, it's Google. It's as to Tremere. It's as to Tremere. So yeah, you get dice rolls, so you've got to do... Oh my god, you're in...
Why have I got that?
No, yours would be morbidity. So I don't know how you got that, but it...
I wonder if I've just picked perfectionism at random because I thought it suited Renata, but
you might be right. There is no perfectionism. Anything less than an acceptable performance instills a profound sense of failure. They are often repeated tasks. Obsessively gets them just right until the vampire scores a critical win or on a skill score or a seed.
Oh, thank you.
Vampire labours under a 2 dice penalty to all dice pools. Reduce this penalty to 1 dice for repeated action. You'll probably need to go back to your haven.
Yeah.
You will, because you'll probably be working on something. So
could I flavour it as like, because he's wearing a sort of very military jacket, that inspiration has struck Renata and she's got to get back and draw it into a design of some sort. And it's got to be exactly right, otherwise it'll bother her, sort of thing.
Yeah, so you are going to go back to your haven.
Yeah.
Which is not too far away. And you're going to design a jacket based. When I come back, we'll do a skill roll.
Yeah.
And it will have to be...
It's probably like the colour of the jacket or the style of it or both that set her off or something. Yeah.
And it's never going to be right, so it's going to be a higher difficulty because you will want it exact. So
yeah.
It will get more difficult as you go along, and you'll get more frustrated as you go along.
Yeah.
That means
I foresee a pile of paper, pencils, and cigarettes in my future.
The corporal. Yep. And we'll come back and we'll do those rolls. So it's increased difficulty. Right. So we'll go to this one has to be done separately. You're right with that, are you?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
I think you also have a surprise as you leave the thing, which I'll do when you're all back, because that'll be funny.
Okay.
Right, I'll take you down to the separate channel, Philip.
Okay.
Okay, I think if I remember rightly, the meeting was for 10 o'clock and it's at the Penny Roma restaurant. It's sort of below Union Square, below the financial district. It is a real sort of restaurant, sells Italian food. You've been told it's in the back room. You still want to talk to them about the what happened the night before with the good doctor, because the two guys allowed.
Well, I did call
Yeah.
Savina about that.
Yeah, she might mention that tonight, so because that will be part of the meeting that's in doing that. Do you go straight there, or do you, was it to take a roundabout way going there?
If it doesn't make me late, I'll take the roundabout way.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you find it and you go in, and the maitre d' sort of looks up. Ah, please follow me, sir. And he takes you through the restaurant to one of the back rooms, and he opens the door, and most of the Lancers are already there. So you've got Savina, you have second in command, which is got Savina, you've got Krista or Tina, and Romano, which is the odd one out, which is the gentleman that sort of he's the one that's into bodies. He's a coroner sort of thing. There are also a number of other gentlemen there, which you would assume were you might think the way they dress, they're sort of the mortal side of the family. There is some family resemblance to them, and they're sort of, some of them are speaking in, you would think, in Italian, typical of sort of the family. And was it Savina? Looks up. Ah, welcome, Philip, to the family. Just a bit of paperwork to do before we actually start the meeting. Please take a seat. And
yeah, Philip will take a seat if one is being gestured to.
Yeah, you're actually at the one end with these guys, so mortals one end, you the other end. So you're sort of doing with the family. A piece of paper is passed to you. If you look at it, it's just a Lanza says it's just a bit of formality. It's just an agreement between yourself and the Hecate of this city to say that to work together, not to betray each other, sort of thing.
I was under the impression that as members of the Hecate, that was somewhat foregone conclusion, but I can take a look at this.
This is more to do with the Lanza family.
Okay, Philip's going to read this carefully because this seems like the setup you would do when you're trying to pull one over on someone.
It's actually very basic. It is basically says agreement for you, as in the Lanza family, to work with yourself. Basically says if you betray them, they reserve the right to final death. It says if they betray you, you have the right to reciprocate. Not to, as it basically, it's also a thing that said basically don't say anything that happens in these meetings outside the meetings to the other vampires, including the Hecate, because it's none of their business. What stays in this family stays in this family, and that's about it. Lanza has already signed it.
Well, how are we defining betrayal here?
It's very vague. Do you ask her?
Well, does it say in any way?
No, it just says betrayal. It doesn't actually say a specific.
So just to be clear, Savina, how is this document defining betrayal?
Let's see. If you squealed police, revealed our secrets to others, that it would damage business. If you were betrayers to another, how you say another, was it a family within was it the organisation? That sort of thing.
So just to be clear on this, there's no third party to enforce this at all?
No. Again, that would mean we would have to have someone from outside, and we don't particularly want that. Though we do have lawyers, but there was...
Ms. Lanza, just to be clear, I would have no meaningful way of enforcing this if you decided to betray me.
Ah. You would have to,
I, by definition, cannot seek outside help for this.
She sort of looks... Very true, it is a bit one-sided.
So, out of character, is she legitimately confused, or is she just putting us on?
She looks...
I can more insight.
A little perturbed by this, but you're acting a lot smarter than you look, basically, is one thing. Okay, we'll come out with a better one if you can suggest a third party to oversee this.
If your main concern is within the Hecata, my knee-jerk would be Clan Ventru, given they have the addiction to institution enough to not squeal on the matter immediately. Or an Archon, just on the basis that they'll have the least... They won't have a significant bias either way.
Certainly very true. We'll redraft that again.
Thank you.
Any Archon in... do you have any preference in the Archon?
I don't know any of them in great depth, but I wouldn't recommend the Nosferatu.
Got you. Was it her? Well, sure, smells. Indy got away with it. Lanza plus Philip. Third party. We'll have that sorted in the next meeting.
Alright then. Sorry, the player's just making a couple of notes.
The same here. Right, so that's all over. Now we can get on with business. Most of it's actually fairly routine. A lot of the Lanza side they are building contacts within a number of banks, including the Bank of America. Its prominent positions will become the Hecate they're getting dirt on, was it, various executives through their, was it, connections. I think, was it the Bank of America is, from what you gather, is that the headquarters are not actually based in San Francisco anymore. They're actually based all over the country. I think they're now based in somewhere like Charleston, some distance away. But they're working on actually controlling the branches within the city there, because there's a business branch and a number of branches there. They're using their family to find dirt on there, and you're welcome to help if you want to in any way with that. It's basically at the moment they're putting people in positions within the banks so they can watch what's going on and subtly control it. On the criminal side, that it's much to do with a lot to do with the various drugs, protection rackets, the various things that they get up to within the city. The usual complaint that things are a lot more difficult now because of the police seem to be a lot more wiser to the way the mafia works. From what you gather is, and from some of the terminology they use, they are actually a mafia family. So they use things like capo, enforcers, and various other terms. They're not heavily into drugs. They tend to be more into protection rackets, unions, as in, you know, American unions. That side of it, was it funding those, and bleeding dry the pension schemes. Yeah, you get thanked for yours. They get onto your, was it, moving of the money laundering, and she basically said, this is where our newest member of our family comes in. It looks like things in LA are going to get a little bit hot, and his sterling work in moving one of our money laundering schemes to San Francisco, we would like you, Philip, to move all our money laundering bank assets to LA, from LA to San Francisco sooner than later. We'll give the information, and you will need to do this. We'll do this before you leave the meeting. Do you see any problems in that, Mr. Dunson?
So just to be clear, they haven't given me a deadline on us
No,
yet.
they say as soon as possible.
In theory, no.
Mm-hmm.
Although I would need to confirm why this is the case, in case it will make it more complicated on my end.
As in the reason why we're moving this. Well, how to put this? The story's going that there seems to be movement of the Second Inquisition and the Society of Leopold within LA, in so much it's unusual, was it, movement. Considering what's happened in other cities like Detroit and London, you can imagine that we are, how you say, don't want to be caught for the pants down. We don't want our assets frozen as they move in. Plus, we don't want any trails left to ourselves through, you know, the banking side of it, because Second Inquisition now has access to, how you say, computers and stuff like that. So the idea is if we move our operations out of there, it breaks the trail basically. Once the Second Inquisition do their thing. At the moment we have no idea when it is, so that's why it's sooner than later. But all we know that something big is about to happen there. Sorry, Mr. Duncan, it's a little vague. It's and it is hearsay, but we as a family, considering that we're moving back to San Francisco, don't need, how you say, extra issues elsewhere. Why we re-establish ourselves here? And they said by you doing this, you sort of free us to do what we need to do in San Francisco, which is actually greatly appreciated, Mr. Dunson. So yeah, and that's the reason. I don't think there's any more business after this. There's no other questions about our business, Mr. Dunson. You want to know? I think you've got
No,
the general.
no further questions.
I think you've got the general gist that each side of the family, as in our side, deals with the banking, and the other side deals with the mortal side with that. I again apologise for the failure of the mortal side. The gentlemen in question have been punished for their failure. We still haven't found a good doctor ourselves either. We have had, how you say, people asking, and no one's seemed to have seen him leave the city for some reason, so we reckon he's still within the city. So I think that's all we need at the moment. Though, Mr. Dunson, we do need to talk to you about a certain one of your companions.
Which one?
She sort of, bear with me here, she sort of dismisses the mortal family, so they can go. And she says nothing until they disappear out and the door's closed. Yeah, sorry about that. This is Heckatar business rather than, how you say, Lancer business.
I see.
Mr. Manticore? About his behaviour during the party? I have to say, I was a little disturbed by the disrespect he showed the Prince Pro Tempore, and the reaction and the disapproving looks he got from the fellow inhabitants of the city. I believe he is potential trouble, and he will not rein in his behaviour. He will not rein in his behaviour. At some point, it's going to blow up around him. We as a clan are worried because the resulting fallout would be bad for our business. And at the moment we'll do nothing, but you can understand why we have to sort of broach this with you.
I'm curious on why you're talking to me about this rather than Renato, if you don't mind me asking.
You are Renata. It's more difficult to talk to Renata. There is her uncle doesn't like Giovanni, and we'd rather not bring her in, if you understand what I mean. You, on the other hand, are, how you say, you're more open to our ideas, if you understand what I mean. Renata may be Giovanni, but her uncle in the past has, or in recent times, has been openly has shown displeasure towards the family.
Familiar. And
go on, Mr.
In regards to Manticore himself, are you expecting us to make him a pariah? Are you expecting us to
No.
simply give him a warning?
This here is basically a warning to yourself that if he does become a liability, we would have to do something about him. After all, but we were invited by the prince, and if he did come in liability, to put it bluntly, if we dealt with him, we would look even better light as far as the prince is concerned. It purely was a business on our part. It would be like our family side. We would do something about him. It's just to keep a heads up on your part. We don't expect you to do anything, and we're not going to do anything if he backs off and does nothing. All very well and all very good. We won't have to do anything. We don't have to put you in a difficult position. You understand?
Understand what you're trying to communicate.
Yes.
I will ensure he gets the idea.
Thank you. As I said, as a business is business. As long as you understand that when dealing with us, then we should not fall out. Okay, Mr. Dunson, thank you for your time. We will call you again
Right then.
with the second meeting, and we'll actually arrange the drawing of the agreement. We'll send you a copy before time, so you can peruse it.
Thank you.
And thank you very much, and good luck. I almost had forgot. She pushes over the folders you need for the LA operation, and it includes a memory stick, as in some of the records will be on computer, basically. And that's all the documentation. Just keep us in the loop with how far you've got with those. If you do have any issues, please tell us sooner than later. And if anybody shows any interest in what you're doing, please also tell us, because it would be nice to know, if you understand.
I will be sure to take a look into this.
Thank you. It is much. We'll say once again, we thank you for your time, and again, welcome to the family. And she sort of expects you to sort of go at this point.
Philip leaves, I suppose.
Yep. Right, I'll put you back in the main channel, because both of you are going to have interesting. I'd rather do this with you there. Okay. Right, we're back, Becky.
Hiya!
Hello. Right. Oh, I'm losing my voice tonight. We've got to watch the time, haven't we? Are we? We're going to get most of what needed done tonight. It's actually lucky that Felix wasn't here and we'll go into why. I've lost my notes. Oh no. We just had a failure. Oh, I buried them under the character sheets. Right, so we've done the meeting. Yeah, you will not ring. Was it Philip for obvious reasons?
Yep.
About what's just happened, because your mind's really focused on things.
Yeah.
So, as you leave, both of you, as you leave your respective places, you will both be greeted by your favourite blackbirds, who seem to be keeping their little beady eyes on you at the moment. In both cases, they'll be in the building, on the building opposite. And as soon as they see you, they start to make a lot of noise.
Is it like there's some sort of like alarm system sort of thing?
On the building next to it. Not really. The street's fairly busy. In both cases, people are sort of looking up
Mm.
at these ravens, who generally just caw and sort of do it, and then they sort of both that lots actually fly away into the night.
Mm.
Renata makes her way very determinedly to her house now, and you start drawing. Now, I want you. You haven't got craft, have you? Because you've got some. Right. Right, what would this do? I don't know what you do. Ball, athletics, etiquette, insight, leadership, performance.
It's an odd one, isn't it?
It is. It should. It's technically there's no craft anymore, is there? That's why.
Isn't crafts still a...
No. Ah, yes, it is. But you've got no craft. But
No.
I'll actually put this down as performance. So
Okay.
actually, academics would be more like it because it's drawing. So you need to do intelligence and academics difficulty 4.
Okay.
You might actually be out for the rest of the evening with this. Your first attempt is absolutely, you don't like it.
Yeah.
It's terrible. And it goes flying across the room.
Straight in the waste paper basket. Yeah.
And you start again.
With rage. Yeah.
In the meanwhile, what's Philip going to do now? Because Manticore hasn't appeared, Renata hasn't even called you.
Okay then. I'll source a air-gapped computer to take a look at the
So you go back
memory stick.
So you go back to your own haven to look at the. Yeah.
Yep.
So, right. As you look at that, it is basically mostly it's repeat of a lot of the stuff that's on the paperwork, but it's basically gives you all the information you need to know, what bank accounts in where, how the money's moved, from what places it's moved into, and how they basically launder the money. Usually they do things like buy stuff and then with the money, and then they move the money around so clean money's turned it, that sort of thing. Then you looking at it, it will be scale. It's actually a fairly large. Movement of money. One thing you do notice, it isn't through the Lanza family. This is to do with more the Hekatar side of it. So it's in the names of Safina and those. So it's the last one would probably be more to do with the Lanza. This lot seems to be more to do with the clan itself. Their own, was it money laundering? So it's going from the Lanza family into their accounts, and they then cleaning the money up, and then putting it back in theirs. So by the time it goes back into their accounts, the money's clean.
Okay, so they're trying to clean money by going through Hekatar sources rather than just keeping it in-house.
Yeah, they're basically. It's more the fact they're doing this is for their side. This is not for the Lancer side. So you're not dealing with the mortal side. So these are not. First one was more to do with mortal. So
Oh, okay, I think I get what you mean.
there's two Lanza families. What you've got is the Lanza family, which is actually a genuine. It is a genuine mafia. If you look it up, it's a genuine mafia family based in San Francisco.
Okay, but so the first process was very mortal side. This one is for their kindred side.
Yes, this is for
Okay.
This is so. What they did with the test is, if you'd had cocked it up, it wouldn't have affected their wealth directly. This is more to do with their side of it. So this is them skimming off the mortal. They're literally skimming money off the mortal side of the family. Basically, it disappears into their coffers. Basically, so they're literally skimming off the mortal side into their own side,
Okay.
and they're cleaning the money off.
Does any of this data look sensitive at all?
All of it. It will all be very sensitive, because it's to do with them directly. There'll be what you assume would be pseudonyms, as in false names. Some of the accounts would be. They're not going to use their real names as such, but if it were to get out and someone was followed the trail, they would follow them all the way back to, was it Sabrina? But at some point it has to be in her name for her to use, sort of thing. So yeah, this data, if got into the wrong hands, would certainly lead to them, or the money trail would lead to them. You'd reckon if the Second Inquisition got hold of it, they would. It would be very useful to track where they are, track where the money's gone. Sort of
Well,
thing.
how useful would it be? I mean, is it valuable at all to other members of the Hector?
You don't know. It depends if the others know about this or not.
Right. Okay.
As far as you go, is Giovanni. They either do it openly as as a family. So when you were dealing in Europe, it tends to be en masse. So the family is always treated as one. This tends to be. They tend to be slightly. This lot tends to be slightly outside. They're funneling money into themselves. They're not funneling it towards the family, if you know what I mean. So they're not giving this to. This is not then going on to the what would be a Giovanni family. This is going into.
So are they skipping out on their tithing at all?
This part they certainly are. They're not spending any. They're not sending any to the Giovanni.
Oh, okay. That's
If they
slightly
are,
more.
it's not this side they're sending. So these are monies from the criminal side. Which is going into Lanza family, as in the Hector side, and not to the Giovanni.
Okay.
So they're skimming off. It would be the organisation. So they're also taking basically from the mafia.
Their own mafia.
Their own mafia. As in
Yeah, okay.
their family skimming money off what would be the whole organisation. Though to be fair, it's not such a big thing because if
Well, it's not really. Well, it's. But I mean, I kind of just assumed that's what they were doing. That's how Kindred get their money to begin with.
These are also skimming. They're not. There is nothing going back to the family, so they're not paying any tithes. They're not paying anything back this side of it. He said you certainly know the data would be useful to the SI to track the family. And the way they do it, structure-wise, it's a lot more accounts, as in than the other side. So they obfuscate, so they go through offshore accounts, so you include Cayman Islands and back again, so and through front companies, etc. So they make the whole thing, how you say it, very complicated.
Murky?
Yeah. It's a lot more complex than the one you were dealing with.
Sure.
Yeah, so, but with your business acumen, you can probably figure it out. It's going to take you longer to do. A lot of all you need to, what you figure out you need to do is change the source. So you probably have to move the first part of the monies from LA to somewhere else first. That's probably it, and then you just keep the rest of the trail. So it's not too bad.
So just to confirm, there are no lands of vampires operating in LA
No,
as of now. Okay.
no.
Yeah.
They're all here, and they're skimming off the family in LA.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There are only 3 you know of, and they're all in San Francisco. They're probably originally from LA for a while when they were kicked out of the city.
All right.
Oh yeah, they're actually, what they forgot to mention to you, they were actually invited back by the Prince Pro Temporal to come back.
Oh yeah, you did mention that.
Right, well, we'll now to have another go at her, the same difficulty.
Oh, so, same again.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, it's alright. Felix, Dave's, had forgotten, but he wouldn't have come anyway, to be fair. He's just, yes, excellent. You've broken it.
Yay.
Don't you need a critical success?
I think she just has to get success. That's all she needs. Oh, let's have a look. But 4 is such a high, was its number. Let's have a look if it's critical. No, win a skill roll or a scene. That's all she needs to do. She doesn't need critical. 4 successes. Well, actually, you finally got it.
Hooray.
Even at a high difficulty, you got it. So yeah, you have now, done it. So you're now 3.
Renata's finally happy with her work.
Are you checking anything else in your haven tonight, Philip?
Should I be checking anything in my haven?
I just do you check your haven? What do you do in the evening?
Should I be rolling like a wits awareness or something?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
Difficulty 3. Actually, no, difficulty 2.
Sure thing. Give me a sec. Okay, it's 2.
But where? Would you put the papers in the safe? In your safe?
Yes.
That means you'd have to roll 4.
Sorry, I'm confused. Do you need me to check or no?
Roll the wits and alertness with difficulty 2. There's 2 things that you will spot.
2. Okay, I have no reason to suspect anything, so I'm not going to use specs or what have you.
Right. First thing you notice is you go into.
That's failure.
No, you didn't notice, but the other one you'll see anyway. You go into your was it safe? The wallet, the wallet used for Pierre. It seems to be it seemed to have been disturbed.
Give me a sec. I'm gonna open it and check for the photo.
It's gone. Oh,
Okay. Would I have had time to research the girl in question
should let you do it.
over the last few weeks?
I actually have got an answer to that one there. Yeah. Right, wallet. Right, just let me know this. You know, appear you find, yes, yeah, you would be able to. I can now tell you who she is.
Yeah, you mentioned it previously in Annabelle's Forza Wolf.
Yeah. And it is a daughter of. It is the daughter,
Yeah.
and she is alive.
Well, I'd probably try to look up stuff like last name, address,
Aha.
carers, that sort of thing.
Where would she be? She's actually in. Yeah. Oh mate, yeah. I want to work out where she is. So, yeah, I'll work out that for you. Her daughter.
I mean, I don't need an exact location. I just
She's
mentioned
highly likely to be in Milan, under the care of the Sofina Colorado, as in the same family. Under actually living with the Marchesi, but not the Marchesi you know, but a mortal Marchesi.
so a different Marchesi.
Yeah, it has the exact same title as the Marchesi, except it seems to be he looks like the mortal. He's actually the head of the banks there.
Okay, so is this a different Marchesi or just his mask or something?
It is physically a different one.
Okay.
Renata would know what's going on. He basically,
Yeah.
because he's never had to use the title until recently, there's always had to be a mortal side to it. So he doing that.
So it's a mask.
Yeah, essentially, but it's a real mortal that does that.
Okay.
Real mortal.
I'll put Oxy then.
Yeah. I don't know what his title was. I should have it somewhere. He's again the Sofisa Colorado. He has a different norm. She's in Milan. She's actually going to a private school.
I don't need the exact details now. That she's under the control of the Marchesi sort of answers my main question.
Yeah. She's certainly with it. You'd sneaking suspicion that the Marchesi knows about the other Marchesi sort of thing. So yes, she's under. As not Carla, as was it Renata would put him, she's under the wing of Uncle Marco.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, just don't call him that or you will find yourself.
Tom's character did that once. It was really funny.
Don't call him Uncle Marco unless you're a part of the family. Yep, so she's still there. She's still there. She's at a private school. God, she's not going to be that old, to be really fair.
I don't need any further details at this point in time.
Yeah. If you need more, just tell me and I'll generate them as you need them.
Okay.
Okay. After a while, are you going to do? Was it to call? Was it Philip after it? It's been now after midnight now. Yeah.
When Renata has cleared the, I don't know, creative spark that won't go away, yes, she will give Philip a ring.
Yeah, Dunstone?
Good evening. I hope you've had a good evening so far.
Not really. How's yours?
Well, it's taken me a while, but I've got a new design I'm quite pleased with. I had an interesting meeting earlier. I'd like to update you.
Sure. Where do you want me?
You're welcome to call round the house if you wish.
Are the birds still there?
Oh God, yes.
We should probably go somewhere else. Then there's probably sounds like the birds
I
might
mean,
be
they go off like a car
surveillance.
alarm every time I go outside the house.
Oh, okay. Sounds like surveillance then.
I mean, I can drive fast enough. Yeah. Right, where should we meet?
There's the Hilton's hotels you can go to. There's
Yeah, Renata will just pick a random hotel
yeah.
that's posh and has plenty of security, so we can just meet in a random bar
Alright.
somewhere.
Right. Let me roll the dice just to see. Oh, Dave's wrong. The reason why he hasn't come, his dog had to go in for emergency operation.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that's why he's not here last night.
Oh bless.
Yeah, so that's why.
Yeah, Renata jumps into her very fast F-type Jag and floors it down to the hotel. Because, you know, birds can't keep up with a Jag. Not when
I assume.
Renata's driving, anyway.
No, that's fine. Yeah, so yeah, you choose one of the Hiltons. There's the club one and there's the one you were originally in.
And no, I deliberately choose a different one.
Yeah, there's loads of hotels there.
Yeah. One that we haven't been to before, just so it's random.
Yeah, I'll just pick a hotel. Yeah, you sort of as it arrive. Yeah, there's no crows. You actually get outside. They're not bothering with you at the moment.
No, they'd have to catch up first.
Oh yeah, and same with Philip. You disappear out of your haven. There's no crows there.
Alright.
I will deliberately park my car, or get them to park my car, like, in the underground car park or something, so it's off the street.
Oh yeah, they can do that. They have valet parking. How does Philip get there? Do you do something similar?
Yeah, just a bit out of just, how do I say this? A bit, not straightforward. Is what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. You don't see any ravens on your way there. They seem to have ignored you now. They seem to be more interested where you were than where you're going. Yeah, and you sort of arrive and you sort of meet in the bar. It's up to you, pair now.
Alright. Is there anywhere out of the way?
There will be private booths if you want them.
Yeah.
Well, not in earshot of mortals is my
You'll
main
find
point.
somewhere quiet.
Yeah.
If you send the Putanescas, if you take a few of the Putanescas, they'll.
No, I don't want them to. I don't want them to clear the bar. No. They can take the adjoining booths though, so that there's no one mortal within earshot.
They'll do that. They'll sit in the booth and be generally give people
Loud.
evil.
Yeah.
Either side.
Yeah. Yeah.
So no mortals can sit either side of you.
Yeah.
Nice one. Yep.
Yeah. You had a good evening? You sounded a little bit stressed on the phone.
Oh, my evening was complete shite from a certain perspective. Well, sorry, do you want me
Anything
to
I can
start?
help with?
Okay, do you want me to start with my stuff or yours?
Well, Renata would just tell you exactly what happened at the sports bar.
I don't quite remember what happened at the sports bar, so if you have a summary, that would be
Yeah.
Yeah, so Renata met with the chap who is the Batman for the German aristocrat.
And it's
I think he was Prussian, actually.
Yeah. And Junker is
Um,
is a Junker, and it is a real title.
yeah. He sent me he wanted to meet with me. Apparently, the Junker has desires on being prince, and he's got it into his head that this is something that is, I mean, you know what nobles of a certain era are like in Europe. He's got it into his head that it's his birthright to be the prince of San Francisco, despite the fact he's an idiot.
I don't really see why that would be our problem to deal with.
The reason it's our problem is that for some reason, which I can't get to the bottom of, he's got it into his head that we're going to help him.
I wouldn't be shocked if someone suggested that to him.
What, you mean the Batman suggested it to him?
Or someone else.
For example?
I don't know, the corridor guy who hates you.
I
Could
mean, the
be
thing
Van
is, though,
News. Anyone on planet,
well,
really.
yeah.
Anyway, what's your thought on it? To help him or no?
Uh, well, it's an interesting one, isn't it? I mean, if what we need is plausible deniability. So if he does cock it up, we can say it's nothing to do with me, dearest Koresh. Because if he gets this wrong, Koresh will crush him.
He could just wait until Bresh pulls to a beckoning and goes east. It's not. Shouldn't be that long.
Yeah, I suppose, but I mean, it might keep Koresh busy for a little while.
Maybe.
I just really don't like him.
We could hook him up with Van News to see if they can try and manipulate each other into helping with their praxis. Then one of their idiocies will take out the other.
What, get Van Noyes to take out the Prussian? Interesting.
Or the other way around.
Well, yeah. That's interesting.
Anyway, sorry, I interrupted you there.
Oh no, that was pretty much the sum total of the meeting. The corporal just wanted to warn us that his master was probably going to be in touch with us.
Alright then.
I think he keeps him occupied like some sort of slightly dotty relative. Very long suffering, I think.
Right then.
So that was my evening. Oh, and then I got a really good design done.
That's nice.
It tries to sound interesting. Oh, and also cigarette. You're probably still smoking at the moment, probably.
Yeah, I mean, probably. So, you had an interesting evening, which didn't go quite so well. I wouldn't say mine went well, but you know, it wasn't terrible.
Lanza was asking me to sign a badly written NDA. I haven't written it, which is why I can tell you that there was an NDA.
Why does she want you to sign an NDA? What does she not want you to disclose?
It's more of a for future stuff. Is
Okay.
my
She
understanding.
wants you to do a job for her.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway.
Is it something you're worried about, or is it okay?
Oh, not in the faintest. It's probably not going to be that difficult. It's just. I'm not sure. She used a weird phrase. She said, newest member of our family. But she didn't seem to be talking about the Carter in that.
The newest member of our family.
Oh, also, Piers.
I mean, could she mean me? I don't know.
Oh, no, she was referring to me.
Oh, right, okay.
Which is weird. Oh, nothing. Could you take a look around for any wraiths, if you can?
What now?
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. What am I rolling, Andy?
Have you got anything? Have you got Oblivion? And have you got?
Yeah. I have Touch of Oblivion, yes.
Oh, that might not be enough. Let me have a look.
Are you asking about Sense Unseen or
Oh, Sense Unseen will
Oblivion
certainly
side?
Sense Unseen will certainly work. Oh, Oblivion
Oh,
side.
you...
Well, wait a minute. Oh, this gets interesting. Sense Unseen. It would be Oblivion site because you're looking into the underworld.
Cool. I'll do that one then.
Let me have a look. I can't spell Oblivion. I've got these all in such a different place. I wish I wouldn't do this. And the one book does not have any index down the side. So what do I need? Is 84. Okay. Everything's going to play up today. Okay. Oh, that's it. Ah! Right, do I roll it or does... Yeah. No, you are... That's fine. If you attempt that, there is a ghost.
Do you want me to roll?
No.
Okay.
It says no roll, it's for free.
Oh, nice. That's good. It's Becky proof.
Supernatural origin. If a ghost is present, not attempting stealth or using powers to conceal its presence, the spirit becomes visible using Oblivion sight. In such cases, ghosts appear as they wish to appear rather than... Yeah, this one looks... You've never actually seen her. This one looks like a young lady. And
Do I recognise her?
no, you've never actually... This one you would never actually make, and it's not Pier.
Okay. Is she listening?
looking at Philip.
Is she close enough to hear?
She's close enough to you could talk to her, but you'd be talking in a mortal thing to nothing in the air. That's the only issue you would get if you were to talk to them. And the look that this person's giving Philip isn't very nice either. You would it is very angry.
Renata just takes an absolutely massive drag on her cigarette, blows it in the ghost's direction, and looks straight at it.
She sort of
Right.
She sort of looks at you, and she seems to soften when she looks at you, as an expression, and even smiles. She certainly doesn't have an issue with you.
Renata gets a pen out of her bag, writes hello on a napkin, and then flashes it in that direction.
Okay. And yep.
And then folds it away so that no one else in the bar sees what she's just done.
Does that. She sort of points out, the ghost sort of points to you, pair, sort of points outside.
I followed the direction of which she's pointing.
Are you going to tell, was it Philip, what's going on? Because you're literally staring at something. He's wondering what you're doing.
I think I can figure out the context for this.
Yeah. I look in the direction that she's pointing. What do I see?
It's going out of the building, basically.
Do you want me to come with you for your smoke break, Renata, or should I stay here?
I'm not entirely sure she likes you, and I don't know why. If I need you, I will just scream very loudly. I'll be back soon.
You go off and sort of points at Philip too.
Oh no, she wants you to come with us, apparently.
Ah, great. Okay. Philip will get up. You go with Renata.
Yeah. Let me find the appropriate. Outside, was it? As you go out into, you basically get. She sort of guides you round to a side street, and you see you will recognise Pier there. So there are actually now two ghosts there.
Renata looks really happy to see Pier and smiles and waves, and she says, Pier is here.
Oh, great. Pier is here.
Mm-hmm.
For record, this is all your friends and Randy's fault. Let's see what she wants.
This is whose fault, sorry?
This is your friend and Randy's fault.
Hyundai.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You watch as she does something. Probably not. Well, you've probably seen this before. She actually sort of goes across what you would think was a shroud and appears as in mortal form, as in the closest a ghost can do. And she sort of smiles at you and sort of gives Philip a very baleful look. And she looks at Philip and says, "Ah, Mr. Dunson. We meet. I think you know what I've done, don't you, Mr. Dunson?"
Something like that.
I destroyed a fetter. A pier. So your control over her is now gone.
Sorry, is this Pia talking or the other woman?
The other one.
Oh, okay, I'm just going to make a note of that.
Lucky enough, she has another fetter. One you can't even touch. She, as you gather, already knows I've done it, and she agrees with it. And before
I
you ask,
see.
I hate you Hecators, and Giovanni is especially like you.
Who are you?
The way you use us.
Apologies, Philip turns to Renata. Who is this?
Well, I don't know the second lady, but the other one is Pia.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry
Ma'am,
about that.
who are you?
Hannah Fish. I work with Matthias.
Sorry, storyteller, how do you spell that?
Aha! I'll spell it. I'll write this down. Ooh. F-R-I-S-H.
Hannah
She works
Fish.
for... And that's the guy that sort of burned you off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The guy with the big broadsword.
Oh, so Hannah works with Hyundai.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I freed her from your control. It's up to her
And
what...
put her in your control.
No. I'm going. She's free to stay or go now.
Okay.
And don't try anything. Because you would regret it, Matthias would kill you. I know what you Hector are like.
Ma'am, are you just going to threaten me, or are you just going to... Or could you just fuck off? You have other things to do this evening.
No, that's enough. And she sort of fades out. And as Renata's watching, she walks off. She just goes. Pia stays.
Okay, she's gone.
Pia's not going anywhere. She's literally, if you watch, she'll follow you. So Pia stays.
Are you choosing to stay or are you choosing to go?
She sort of, it looks like she's choosing to stay.
Yeah, Renato. Can Philip see her or not?
Only if he's got the same.
No, I don't.
No, he can't see her.
Pia is choosing to stay with us.
And... sorry, Pia isn't talking to you right now, is she?
No. I don't think she can.
Oh, no, I was asking Renato if Pia was talking to her.
No.
I can see her, but can you speak to me?
Oh.
There's no response.
I'm just going to have a look. I'm just going to check something here. Depends how powerful one of her things are.
I mean, she was Renata's ghoul at one point, so the connection between them was quite strong.
Well, she was actually not your ghoul. She was actually, Marchese's?
I'm sure she had some of Renata's blood at some point there.
Wouldn't surprise me. At any point, it was what's she? No, she can't talk to you,
Okay.
but she'll nod.
She can understand what I'm telling her, but talk to me. So communication is going to be an issue. Hang on.
Well, without a fetter, I can't talk to her either, so not sure how she's expecting all this to go.
I think it was just a matter that one wanted the 1-3 from your control. Though she was getting her, was it Hector and Giovanni sort of mixed up?
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure this one out, I think.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you know what? If she talks to you, fine. Then, but I can't do anything with this.
Yeah. I mean, Pia can stay with me. She's very welcome to stay with me.
If she gets to learn something more, she can actually start doing the same as Anna did. I think it's pandemonium, or one of them, or embody. One of those means they can go across the actual shroud.
Okay.
Embody is when you manifest
That's it.
across the shroud. Pandemonium is more like telekinesis.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. She's got embody too. Actually, she might be able to speak. Takes a lot to do, but she'll probably say yes. She'll stay.
Okay. Do you mind if we call it there? Because I've got to be up at 6:30.
Yeah. That sounds fine. Then we can do the rest. It's about 1 in the morning. Is that fine, Philip?
Okay.
Is that fine to call it a day? So it's 1.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sorry, I've got to be at the office for stupid o'clock. Unfortunately.
Right. It's a good place as any to do, but I think was it Philip's character's got a lot to think about at this point.
Before you go, Andy, I did actually have a couple of questions in regards to how we're dealing with stuff like stains, humanity.
Yes.
We never actually decided what the Chronicle tenants were.
No,
So I don't think we actually have any way of gaining stains currently.
I think on the other game, one guy.
I'm gonna have to jump off, guys.
Yeah,
I'll
fine.
catch up with you both soon. Bye.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Bye.
In the other game, the one guy's using his personal tenants, so he's gained a stain because he's always got to tell the truth, and at some point he was asked to suppress something, so basically he has to lie about something.
Okay, so are we saying you gain stains when you break your conviction or something?
That's it, basically. That's
okay.
the easiest thing. His conviction. So his convictions always tell the truth. He's been told not to do it, so he'll gain a stain, basically. So
I'm just going to need to make a note of that.
It depends what the game. He was forced into that situation, so it occurred. What's your convictions? So in your case, if you forces you not to pay a debt, I'll touch the Chronicle tenants again, see if anybody will actually do it. But I don't usually, any other games of the humanities, only if you do something that's really bad.
Well, the tenants is how you determine what is really bad.
For you, is that if you fail to pay a debt, it will be more than. So if someone forced you to not pay a debt, or you couldn't.
Yeah, I meant more in a universal way. Of
What we could do then, and start the next session, is say, look, brought up this point, it's a good idea that you guys have a fair. I'd just come out with a basic set of tenets, then we can introduce it in, as in.
I mean, if you want to go with the just the convictions
Yeah.
thing, I think it'd still be worth just making sure we're all on the same page with that.
No, I'll make a note. We will. Note. Need to talk. As you said about things. What connected to?
I do have to admit, I'm a bit curious about the destroying Piers Feta, because from an out of character perspective, I know that's kind of a big deal in Wraith or
It is a big deal, but
something.
she wouldn't have done that if she hadn't got another fetter. But she did it anyway because she knew she had another fetter.
Oh, I didn't just mean that. I meant even just destroying one tool is a
It is a
risk
big
of
thing.
oblivion or something.
If she loses, if she loses them all, she drifts in deeper towards the light. So it's a matter that she still has one, so she's still connected. If she loses them all, that's it. She either goes towards the far shores, or is said she gets dragged into oblivion. I think it's one of two ways she can go. It sort of connects, or she just loses total contact with the skin lens.
I think destroying fetters is meant to be slightly different from resolving them or something.
Yeah. No, this was destroyed. And there was what's happened is I thought, yes, you can do this and she can do that. So yeah, it's all done within possibilities. So yeah.
Okay.
She didn't do anything that she couldn't do, basically. I made sure of that. So yeah.
All right. Anyway, I should probably go as well.
Yep.
Thanks for the game.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. Well, we didn't get